What's up guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Kat and in today's video I'm going to give you my top 10 EDC Las Vegas 2021 tips. It is a little less than a week away from the event actually happening, and holy cow, it is coming up quick. I honestly never thought this day would come, so I'm so excited that is right around the corner and to be sharing these tips with you guys. Please do not mind this huge pile of laundry. Hopefully it's not like a huge distraction for you guys, but it's there. I need to fold it, and I don't know about you, but when it comes to laundry, it takes me like 14 business days to get this shit folded. And honestly, I move it back from my bed over to my windowsill, back and forth on a daily basis until finally I'm like, okay, I just need to fold it already. So let's get into my top 10 tips. Okay, starting off at number 10. Get a game plan together, meaning if you're going with a group, set up a space, set up an area, set up a landmark at the event itself to make sure you know where you should be meeting up if you happen to get separated, if you get lost, so on, so forth, anything that could possibly break up your group. Make sure you have a game plan as to where you will be meeting up at. Also too, they just announced the openers for each day, so definitely get a game plan going as far as what time you'll be leaving, where you're going to be meeting in order to get to either your shuttle bus or Uber. Just make sure that people know what is going on and what time they have to be there. If you're raving alone, definitely let somebody back home know what's going on as far as your plan is for the weekend, just in case something does happen. Having an overall game plan as to you kind of like knowing what's happening or what is on your to-do list, who you're gonna see, so on and so forth, is just gonna make for a better weekend for you, your friends. Next, number 9, take care of one another. Just check on each other throughout the festival. If you see somebody sitting on the ground, they kind of look sketchy in a sense, just double check to see if they're okay. If someone needs a helping hand, be sure to help them. It's just a way that you guys can show you love and respect to one another throughout the festival. Number 8, budget. There are a lot of forums, whether on Reddit or even groups on Facebook, that kind of go over like what to expect as far as how much you'll be spending out there. For my husband and I personally, we probably spent a minimum of $100 each day at EDC, whether we got drinks, whether we got food, whether we got merch. Like, it's somewhat expensive out there, and it's something that you need to expect. I think for like one of their like fancy cocktails that they had, it was like 18 bucks. So if you have a cocktail an hour of the festival, so let's say that's like 12 hours, that's a lot of money. So just be prepared for that. Also too, food out there, depending on what you get, there's going to be a ton of different food trucks out there. It's going to be anywhere from, I would say, $10 to $15 per meal that you're getting. So if you're getting a meal an hour or a meal every 5 hours, just know that you'll be spending quite a bit of cash that entire day, whether it's just solely you or your rave fam or you and your partner, whoever it may be. Just plan on budgeting for at least, I would say, just to be safe, $100 to $200 a day, depending on what you plan on buying, spending your money on, whether it's alcohol, food, merch, or take advantage of any of the booths that are set up. Just know that you're going to be spending quite a bit of money, and that's just at the festival itself. So definitely put yourself on a budget so you can set yourself up for success, so you kind of know what you're hitting each day and what you're expecting to spend that entire weekend. I would definitely say plan to spend more than you'd like to. Plan to spend more than what you're thinking you may spend, because Las Vegas itself is really pricey, and then getting out to the festival too, it's just, you're adding on a bunch of expenses. All right, so number 7 is essential items. Wristbands to get into the actual festival, your shuttle passes, 2 essential items that you will need throughout the weekend. Make sure you have those on you, in hand, ready to go. Just do not lose those, guys. Those are your ticket to the festival, back from the festival, into the festival. I mean, you definitely want to keep those essential items on you the entire weekend. Any other essential items you may need as well too. Females, make sure you have tampons, because to be honest, and maybe this is TMI, I have started my cycle out at EDC and it is no fun, especially when you're not prepared. Just bring something just in case. Hand sanitizer, masks, whatever they may require when it comes to COVID protocols, especially if you're riding the shuttle bus, they may require a mask on the way to the festival on the shuttle bus and on the way back. We don't know yet. We will see. I'm sure they will either announce it, you know, as soon as next week probably, so you kind of know what's going on, or just keep it on you at all times just in case, because COVID protocols are always changing. And of course you want to have essential items for yourself, even if you don't think you necessarily need something like chapstick. My lips get super dry in the desert. I always keep chapstick on me throughout the weekend to make sure it is unopened. So you have chapstick that you can layer on. Sunscreen, make sure you have sunscreen. Although it is going to be cooler, if you're out there during the day, you may get sunburned. So just make sure that you're lathering on that sunscreen if you will be out at the festival during the day hours. And a Camelback is always a good way to keep water on you at all times and not have to really carry it around, because it's on your back. It's away out of your space in front of you, and it's just the easiest way to carry around water for you the entire weekend. There are going to be free water stations throughout the festival. Definitely check out the map before you get out there to see where they will be, so you kind of know where your water stations will be out the entire weekend, so you're not scrambling or struggling when it comes to finding them. But a Camelback is the best bet to have water on you, and it'll save you a ton of money as well too. Number 6, I kind of already suggested this in number 7. I have down wristbands, shuttle passes, EDC map. Just make sure those 3 key things are with you throughout the entire weekend. Register your wristbands, you put them on the correct wrist. You have your shuttle passes, you attach them to something that you know you're not gonna lose. And then an EDC map. EDC maps are in the Insomniac app. It's also going around on Facebook. A lot of different social media platforms right now, so you can easily screenshot it if need be. So make sure you have a copy of the EDC map so you can get around the festival the entire weekend. And then going into my top 5, number 5 is COVID protocols protections. So just know what you're getting yourself into as far as what they're expecting of you during the weekend for COVID, whether it's wearing a mask on the shuttle bus. I kind of touched base on that already. They just announced that they will be requiring a negative COVID test within 72 hours of the festival, or you do need to have your COVID vaccine card on you, and you have to be fully vaccinated in order to get into the festival, one or the other. So make sure you have the proper things that you need in order to enter the festival. You don't want to get all the way to Las Vegas and realize, shit, I needed a COVID test, which depending on when you get there, you might still be in that time frame that you're allowed to take the COVID test. I'm sure there will be free testing sites throughout Las Vegas and specifically on the Strip. I know I've seen a lot of people who are vaccinated are planning on getting a COVID test before they go anyways, because it is our responsibility to not bring COVID into the festival. There have been cases where there has been a breakthrough infection even though that person was vaccinated. So this is just another way to cover our bases and to not bring COVID into the festival and just to keep everybody safe. So that is something that you can definitely do as well too. Which brings me into number 4, downloading necessary apps. A lot of people have said that they've downloaded walkie-talkie apps before too. Just because the service out at EDC is not great, they've been able to use the walkie-talkie apps to keep in contact with their buddies or their Brave fam throughout the night. The Insomniac app is another great app to have on your phone for the festival. It'll show your lineup, it'll show your festival map, it'll show anything and everything that you need for EDC Las Vegas for that weekend specifically. And then of course, if they were to announce any special guests, they would appear through the Insomniac app too. It will give you a notification. So definitely download that Insomniac app. And then I also have on here your airline app, just so you can quickly check in for their flight and for your back flight. Just have that on you at all times. A lot of airlines are constantly changing their departure times. For myself personally, we're flying United to the festival to Las Vegas, and our departure time for getting there has changed 3 times. And thank God I have the app because I get notifications right to me and I'm always aware of like what's going on. So definitely download your airline app so you are always up to date. Moving on to number 3, prepare for weather. As much as I want to say that it's going to be nice and hot during EDC Las Vegas, I honestly don't know. The last time I looked, we were kind of right around the high 50s, 60s as far as weather goes for in the evening, and then during the day it was high 70s. It could definitely change. It could change at a moment's notice. I mean, like if it's anything like 2019, there was a cold front the weekend of EDC Las Vegas, and honestly, I wish I had packed a lot more warm clothes because I was like in next to nothing and freezing weather. So definitely prepare for weather by packing warmer clothes just in case it is pretty chilly during the evening. I imagine it probably will be. The desert can get really cold at night, which I'm actually going to do a packing vlog with you guys so you can see how I pack for EDC. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And then that brings me to number 2, hydrate, sleep, eat, protect your ears. This is crucial for your EDC Las Vegas weekend. If you want to have the energy, if you want to feel rested, if you just want to feel good, make sure you're keeping yourself hydrated. I definitely suggest getting some liquid IVs, and this is not sponsored by any means, but I would definitely get something like a liquid IV or a drip drop or a Noon, I think is how you say it, like N-U-N-N. Anyways, I'll pop everything up. Those are great ways to multiply your hydration levels. I am a stan for liquid IVs. I love the flavors. I love putting one in the morning and feeling super hydrated right off the bat. So there's days where I don't hit my water goal, and liquid IV always helps me. Also too, if you plan on drinking that weekend, it'll be a great way to stay hydrated throughout the weekend while you drink. No one wants to be a hungover Harry when it's time for EDC Las Vegas. I've been hungover at EDC and it's not the way I wanted to picture my night going. Let's be clear, because I couldn't fully enjoy it. Let's just say that. So definitely stay hydrated, drink more water than you think you need, have a Camelback. That is a great way to stay hydrated as well too. You could throw one of these liquid IVs in your Camelback too, so you have that in your water throughout the evening. Just do all the things necessary in order to stay hydrated. You know, if you're drinking alcohol, have 1 drink, then have some water. Have 2 drinks and have 2 waters, just balance it out. And then I said sleep on number 2 too. Just make sure you're getting enough sleep. I know EDC Las Vegas weekend, you see all the pool parties, you see all the after parties, and you're like, damn, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. But in order for you to really have the best next day, just try to get as much sleep as you possibly can. EDC is not a sprint, it is a marathon. It is a long weekend. You're going to be recovering from it. So just treat your body and give your body everything that it needs throughout the weekend. Eat. Next is eat for number 2. 3 meals a day if you can. Breakfast is the best meal of the day, the most important meal of the day. So definitely start your day with some breakfast, even if your breakfast is more of a brunch. Just get a good first meal in. Also, try not to survive off of 1 chicken nugget throughout the weekend either. There's going to be a ton of food trucks out at EDC. All of the food trucks will have a variety of food, whether you're vegan, whether you're paleo, whether you're keto. You're going to have a lot of food options. So make sure you take advantage of the food trucks. But yeah, definitely get in as much food as you possibly can. I wouldn't say overeat by any means because you don't want to make yourself sick, but eat enough food to where your energy increases, you feel good, you feel rested, you feel like you're ready to go. Eating is key if you want to have a good EDC weekend. And then last but not least, on my number 2 is protect your ears. Now there's a lot of earplug companies out there that you can get earplugs from. I personally just grabbed some from Target. I also got another pack of these as well too, but they are lost. I don't know where they went. I imagine maybe one of my cats knocked it off. But these are just ultra soft foam earplugs. They're disposable. They help reduce noise. They're super soft. There's 12 pairs in here, which will be plenty for my husband and I throughout the weekend. And then on the back, of course, it'll just show you how to properly insert the earplug into your ear. This one specifically is a noise reduction rating of 32 decibels. So this will definitely come in handy throughout the weekend. You don't want to damage your hearing at these festivals. Yes, I've been that festival goer before that doesn't wear earplugs at all. And honestly, one time, I don't want to say who, but when I saw their set, it was really, really loud. And then after, I felt like I couldn't hear for the next 2 to 3 days. So that was me realizing and letting my ears get killed and realizing that I needed earplugs. So don't be that person that doesn't wear earplugs throughout the weekend. It might not look cool, but it is really cool because you're saving your ears. So, and then for my number one, I have fun, enjoy yourself, make memories. Realize that you may not get to see everybody you want to see. You might not get to hear everything you want to hear. Just have the best time as you possibly can. I would definitely say put your phone down for a little while. Yes, all of us will be trying to record a set or a portion of a set for a few minutes, but definitely live in the moment, put the phone away. I kind of like the fact that the service is kind of shitty out at the festival because you're able to do that so much more. You can't really send stuff or receive stuff as easy as you would if you were in Las Vegas itself. But just try to enjoy yourself as much as you possibly can. Explore the entire festival. Go to downtown EDC. I think there's a Nomad Land and then like a bamboo something. I'll throw it up on the screen for you guys. But there's going to be so many art installations, so many different stages that you'll definitely want to check out. I believe Neon Garden this year has a new stage itself, has an entire new production look to it. So you'll definitely want to check that out. Just make sure you take advantage of everything and see everything that you possibly can, and just make friends too. EDC is just not about the music, but it's about having the best time with one another as well too. You will make lasting friendships. I know I have. Well, you guys, that's all I have for you today as far as my top 10 tips go for EDC Las Vegas 2021. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, don't forget to like and subscribe because I do have new EDC related videos coming. I'm so incredibly excited to be out at the festival. We have less than a week, right around a week to go until we are out there, and I am so happy and excited to be back. Comment below what you're doing during EDC week, if you're taking advantage of any of pool parties or any after parties, whatever it may be. I know we are, so I will let you guys know what we are doing in a future video. But until then, thanks again guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.